All right, Heartbreakers. Today is a very special day because I have one of my closest friends. And honestly, well, first off, let me introduce you. This is my close friend, Steph. How do you say your last name? It's crazy that I don't know how to say
It's
it.
Madrigal in English, but in Spanish, it's Madrigal, there was actually like a Disney movie, Encanto. I don't know if you saw
Cute.
that. And it was like about
No.
La Familia Madrigal, and which I thought was really crazy because I've never met anyone with my last name. So
No, me either.
that was
That's why I'm
special.
like, I just say Steph M. But
Steph.
anyways, so I wanted to have you on just in general because we hang out so much and we're always like, anytime I'm going out, just know that I'm raging with Steph. Like that's who, I get blacked out with. I haven't gotten blacked out with you yet, but
We
Steph's the
were
one that gets blacked.
close
Yeah.
this past weekend. I
Yeah.
actually browned out,
Yeah.
and then you guys brought me back.
Yes,
And
we had to
we had
coach
to
you
have a
through it.
talk.
Yeah, we had to literally at the club with her. We're like, Steph, you're going too hard. You're going too hard. We need you to, take it down a notch. You had to be told twice. I'm not gonna lie.
All you
But
gotta do is chug 2 of those mini Evians, and then
mhm.
I'm just like, I'm back.
Yep, you're a trooper. So, anyways, I wanted to have her on just in general, but then the craziest thing happened, which is actually, believe it or not, not so crazy. It's like hard to explain because there's not a profile, but you know how catfishes are? They make a fake profile or like they catfish people.
Yeah.
Somebody did it of Steph. And they claimed to the guy that they knew her through me,
Yeah.
right? But it's the fake profile that said that to him.
Yeah.
So that's how I kind of got thrown into it, is that someone is saying that, it's somehow a little bit connected to me. But I think it's a guy catfish. But
I think it's a man pretending
to be
to be
Steph.
me. This is how it happened. I started getting these emails, but I had already gotten a message on my TikTok being like, hey, someone's using your profile to scam people. And I'm just like, this is probably a scammer trying to scam me.
Yeah.
And just saying this. I ignore it. But I got an email from a sweet girl saying like, hey, like, I really need to know if you're talking to my dad, because if so, like, someone's using your profile to scam him.
And this is through your work email.
This is through my work emails. Honestly, you can get in contact with me directly through my booking email, which is like for makeup. So she got my email through my makeup page, my work page. So that's how she got in contact with me. Because if you DM me, like, you're probably not gonna, I'm not gonna see it. I don't look at my DMs. And so then I respond and I'm like, hey girl, like, I am not talking to anyone named, because she had put her dad's name. I'm like, I'm not talking to anyone with that. Like, I'm sorry you're getting scammed. Like, please send me the profile. Then the girl's boyfriend reaches out and puts, hey, I'm the boyfriend of the girl who just emailed you. Can you please give us a call so we can like settle this? I'm scared because I'm like, this is going too far. Like, I just like,
yeah, and like you already said it wasn't you, but
I already said it wasn't me. And so then Stinny was like, just call, like, just whatever. We do it on private. And then I learned more about this person.
Well, who was on the FaceTime call? So it was the daughter,
it was the daughter
boyfriend,
and her boyfriend, and then the daughter got on her phone, FaceTimed her dad.
Yeah.
To be like, hey, like, we have the real stuff.
And it's not her.
And
she's like, confirming it's not.
I'm confirming that it's not me. And I'm like, hey, like, I'm really sorry. Like, that's not me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not talking to me.
Well, tell them how this person's able to fake that it's you.
So what this person's been doing, and this is what makes it really confusing, is that they're talking, I guess, on like some sort of app, and we'll get more info when I call.
Yeah, WhatsApp or Telegram.
And like, we'll be like, hey, like, I just posted on my story, like, go look. And it'll literally just be me, just being myself, being a girl.
On your actual story.
On my actual story. So the scammer is using my actual profile. Like, anytime I post, so this person is actually, it's kind of scary because they're watching me closely. So
yeah, they're watching you closely. First off, they tried to hack her account too.
They try to hack my account. So then after we like confirm that like it's not me, poor guy, whatever, he spent money on me. I've never so it's almost
Where's
like ego boost. I'm like, damn, people are down to pay money for me. Like, damn, it's crazy. But so then the next day I like get all these, like, someone trying to like hack into my profile from Chicago. So it says it's from Chicago. And I'm like, that's scary. So then I tell like the person, like, hey, like the person that's scamming your dad is probably from Chicago. Like, I just got these things.
Yeah.
And then they're like, hey, can like you please call us? Like, we're sorry. And then like the daughter and him are like, we convinced him for like 7 hours, but he's convinced that he's talking to you. So
and then he wants to go to San Diego.
And he wants to fly to San Diego to meet me. And I'm like, I don't know anybody in San Diego. I've never lived in San Diego. And like, whoever this is has convinced the dad that like we're in love for like a couple of months, or like they're together, or like we're together. And also the guy was saying, which I thought was really creepy and interesting, was that he's like, well, how do you explain the FaceTimes? I met her through Sapphire. So like somebody is FaceTiming with the guy
using AI
filters of like me and Sapphire, and like somehow
that is next
scary.
level to me. Unless the dad, this is
chills.
what the only thing that I'm thinking, that because I'm like, how is this possible where people are like, so it's just two girls, they're using filters of us and they're like, hey, meet my friend Steph. Like, I don't understand. It's that, or he's lying because he doesn't want to admit to his family that he's never even FaceTimed with this person, and that he's so in denial, and like he wants it to be true. Yeah, he wants it to be true so much that. Oh, but did he show you any FaceTime calls or no?
No, well, that's what the daughter and the daughter's boyfriend were trying to tell him, like, show me this FaceTime. And so they're like, it's like a filter. Like, they're thinking that it's like an AI filter.
It's just crazy. I do have to say that, you know, he is married with 2 kids. He's leaving his wife for the fake Steph. He's up and leaving. He's divorcing his wife and leaving, but it's not truly Steph. We can't get him to believe that it's not you. Like, he's so convinced. Like,
and this is why I now really, truly do want to convince him that, like, it's not me, sir. You are not talking to me. Do not leave your wife or children for me, because the reality is, this is a white man, by the way. I only date Hispanic men.
Yeah.
And men who are my age.
And just the amount of drama this has already caused.
This is so much drama.
It's been going on for almost a week now. You've had how many phone calls, how many conversations?
Just like
they
3. Back. Just like 3. And
but 3 is a lot.
Yeah, and they have been very respectful. And I think that's why I've been responsive.
Yeah.
So I'm like, do not give your dad my real phone number. Like they're freaked out. They feel bad.
How do you think he
feel
felt
bad.
Like meeting the actual you? Like, he did get to meet you a little bit.
I have a little bit of it on filmed, but we were just like cracking up.
I just like, what questions should we be asking the son? Because he will let us call him.
Yeah.
Like, what more information do you think we need? Oh, you know what I wanted to talk about before we call this guy? When you were talking about how you're scared. There's like thousands of fake profiles of me and whatever, you know?
Yeah.
And like, they really will go to the extreme. And I'm sure there's hundreds of thousands of dollars that people have spent just overall on fake accounts. But I don't think these people understand the danger that they're actually really putting like you in, because these people want it to be you so bad. And if you post that you're at this restaurant at this time, and say that guy is so angry, and say that he's like, you know what, I gave her $50,000. I'm not right in the head. What if I go there and I'm angry and something physically happens to you, or like someone just scares you, starts yelling at you in public, stalks you, shows up at your home. Like,
that's why I'm afraid.
Like, try stuff. I've had people be like, I'm filing a police report. And I really do believe them that they filed police reports, even though it's fake accounts. They're like, you stole this, you stole my identity, you stole, like, imagine someone taking you to court and suing you, but it's not you.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I would be innocent. You know what I mean?
You would like, totally, but it's like scary to think about.
It's still really scary, and that's exactly why I wanted to bring like clarity to this family, because I'm just like so afraid, and I watch a lot of crime TV, and I'm just so afraid of someone being like,
do you know this site called Delete Me, where it will go and delete your address and your phone number off of line? Because you know how people can get on like Yellow Pages or whatever.
I need that.
I think it's called like Speakio or something like that. You should subscribe. It's like not that much a month, like I don't know, like $19.99, and will delete all your stuff.
I'm gonna do that.
You should do it, because
and
these
I
people
have
are crazy.
Gone private, like for the first time.
And Steph's upset about that because she's been raging, trying to make her ex jealous.
My ex jealous,
and like, so now that she's private,
not even my ex jealous, but just the haters in general. Exes. Like, I want them to be mad because
all your fuck
it's been a party these past 6 months.
Yeah,
I've been here, there, everywhere. And it's just like, so I'm a little pissed about that, but like I am paranoid, so I've gone private and I've also blocked this man, and somehow the catfish, like, master manipulator. I would love some notes because, like,
let's call him.
Let's call him. So then look at what he said to me the other day. He said he apparently made a checking account with you with $3,000 in it. This is way out of hand, and I know you have nothing to do with this.
So go to that bank. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So yeah, like, but that's what I'm asking. Like, how did he make this account if he has my name?
This is like, I think there's suspicion on both ends. Obviously, the catfish is doing what they're doing, but I think the dad's fibbing a little bit to make it sound realer to the family than what it is. Yeah. Just from my history of watching Catfish, I'm like, why does this person lie about this? This is a real episode
of Catfish. I feel like
we need to get
right
even on this and figure out who this person is.
So he just said, "I'm still at work. Is there any way you can give me 15 minutes?"
Sure. In that time, let me talk about me getting catfished.
Yeah.
I'm on Raya, of course. You know, I'm always on there swiping. And I matched with this guy that I really like. Or like I noticed him when he first popped up. And I was like, oh, I can't wait for him to like match with me if he does, you know? And this profile was very detailed, which I don't typically like. But it was a lot about how like he really finds like attractiveness and like just conversations, which I do. Like, you know how I am. I'll date an ugly guy all day long if you talk, you know what I mean? But I liked it, and he was already very attractive. He had a hedge fund or like whatever, works for a hedge fund company. This has only been going on for 2 weeks. Oh, he's calling me. Yeah. He's calling me in the morning. He lives in London, calling me in the morning. I'm in Hawaii, 20, 30-minute conversations, then calling me again in the evening, sending me selfies of him in the car, like dancing, whatever, telling me, okay, I got to go take my sons to football practice, whatever. I was like, I might go to London Fashion Week, right? We should meet up. And so I get this text that says, Amor, I really enjoy talking with you. I feel like we have a connection. There's something important I need to share with you because I believe in honesty, but I'm currently in prison for fraud. And I have everybody that I show this to, we're like always like gets startled. And I have 9 months left. I made some mistakes in the past and I'm paying for them now. During this time, I've been working hard on improving myself and learning from my experiences. Note that experiences, you should be saying mistakes, by the way. It's not an experience to rob people of their money. Anyways, I understand that this might be a lot to take in, and I completely respect that how you might feel about it. Hope we can continue to get to know each other, blah, blah, blah. It goes on and on. And so I send it to Steph, of course, and Stinny, and I'm like, what the fuck? I've been catfished. I've been catfished. And I was like, how is this man calling me? How is he sending me videos of him and he's sitting in prison? And so I asked him, I said, what kind of fraud? Because at first I was like, tax fraud. Okay, I don't know, you know.
So what kind of fraud was it?
He said, I do investment fraud. Not I did, I do investment fraud. So he's just tricking people into investing in stuff that's not real and stealing their money.
Which is like super sad. So sick. Because like, you know, it's like old people who think
it's so sick. Like, you're not learning. I wanted to go off.
It's just bad karma.
It is. I
would stay away from that.
Absolutely. I blocked him as soon as I got his response. And I also did ask, I said, how are you calling me? How are you texting me? He's like, oh, you can have anything in jail if you pay for it. So then I was like, first off, you're not done frauding because you frauded me by making it seem like you weren't in jail, making it seem like you were running around all day. You're not done frauding. The man had nothing
but time.
Yeah, you're not done frauding. On Raya, you had a chance to say, I'm sitting in jail right now in prison.
Also, I feel like Raya is wild for that.
I was like, how did he get accepted
into that?
I'm done with Raya. I'm not getting on it.
I'm actually done with Raya myself.
I'm done with it. It's just a bunch of people I don't want. Yeah, it's become Tinder.
That is fucked up though. Like,
I actually really liked him.
How long did you guys talk?
Just for 2 weeks, but I was like,
2 weeks is a long time.
And just
I fell in love in 2 weeks.
Yeah. It was just 2 weeks. Like, I would hear from him a little bit in the morning, a little bit in the evening, thought that was normal, you know? And then he would send like a selfie or two. I'd send stuff like what I'm doing in Hawaii, whatever. We had like a long conversation. I feel like 30 minutes is a lot. And I go to my friend, I said, oh my God, I need to tell him that I used to do porn because I don't think that he knows, you know, by the way that he's talking to me, like questioning or like asking me questions. I'm like, what the heck? And so I'm like, I feel bad. He sounds like such a great guy. I kept saying, I was like, he
Aw.
sounds like a great guy, but he's in prison. It would be one thing if he worked for like the cartel or like
that would be kind of hot. Yeah.
somebody that's like high up there.
Yeah.
I'd date somebody in jail then.
Yeah. Because honestly,
I'd wait for them.
He would be able to like make sure you're taken care of while
that's
being
what
in
I
there.
wanted to
You know
say
what I mean?
after. Like, it's not really that you are in jail. Because if someone was like, yeah, I was in jail a little bit ago or whatever, it's not like I judge that. But the problem is that what are you going to do when you get out? You don't have a job. You don't work in finance now. They take your license and stuff or whatever it is when you do stuff like that. So what's your plan outside
Like, was
of
he
jail?
trying to like solidify a home when he got
right,
out?
Absolutely he was. Absolutely.
It happens every day. Like, women are marrying men in prison.
I love that show, Love After Lockup.
Yeah. So this is like one thing that's just like really making me like almost
red flag from both sides.
Red flag from both sides. Not even both sides, but like it just makes me like a little sad.
Yeah.
And like mad.
This is the son, by the way.
This is
or
like
the boyfriend.
The daughter's boyfriend.
Why is the daughter's boyfriend talking to you so much? Why isn't it the daughter?
I think it's because like she's like in distress, honestly. Like,
okay.
And he's been really nice about all of it. But this is what he said. This is way out of hand, and I know you have nothing to do with this, but you can block this number forever or help me end this. It's up to you, but I've reached my breaking point with him. So like they're in shambles because like they just said they opened up an account.
Just feeling so
right. And then I just said what you said. I actually quoted Sapphire. At this point, I think he wants to believe it. That's what I said. So then he goes, I just wish he would come to his senses. He's giving up his marriage, kids, and house literally for you, and it's delusional. I replied, shut the fuck up. Like, no way. Like, really? For me, it's like there is literally a man out there in the world giving up on his marriage and kids for me. Meanwhile, my crush will literally not text me back. My crush literally leaves me on red. Meanwhile, there's a man out here ready to give it all up.
Yeah.
For
open up bank accounts with you. You can't pick who you love because, you know.
Yeah. It's just really, really funny. And also, I think what makes it really funny is that I've actually never accepted money from any man.
Well, now you can start.
Now I might.
Yeah.
I don't know. But every day I do work very hard for my money. It
sucks, right?
You know?
I wish we could figure out who this person is and like we need to have an interview with them. Like, why did you do it?
Why did you do it? I actually think that after this we should get in contact with MTV. I think it'd be legendary.
We should.
I mean, somebody is faking Sapphire. I mean, hundreds and thousands are pretending to be.
But they've done it with my friend Holly before. They've made fake accounts. Like I get comments all the time like you and Holly are scammers. They've done it with my siblings before, make fake accounts of them. Like these people have conducted like families of me.
Yeah.
Like, then there's you now. And I don't know if it's one person. I don't know, like...
Anytime now that we post together, like...
They just take that
image and, like, run with it. Because that's what he was saying. He's like, I met her through Sapphire. Yeah. He even had, like, an accent. And I was like, what? I was like, that's my client. Like, I work for her. She said that they're best friends. And I thought about it. I was like, well, damn, like, me and Sapphire have become best friends. You know, it started off as a work thing. And it was like... It developed, and now we're here. Now we're part of like
accounts.
Now we're like this like story of the century, I guess. Like I don't even know. So I mean, we'll find out, but we could pause now.
Yeah, we need to know. We'll pause.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you? I'm Sapphire. I'm Steph's friend. It's my podcast. How are you? What was your name?
My name is Logan.
Nice to meet you, Logan. So I'm sorry to hear about your dad and stuff. You know, is it your dad or is it your father-in-law?
So it's my father-in-law. My girlfriend's dead.
Okay, yeah, I'm really sorry to hear about what's going on. I'm just confused. How did it like start, or what ended up like happening?
So a couple months back, I'd say about 4 or 5 months back, I'll start like maybe years ago. He apparently met Sapphire in Mississippi, and I guess that's how all the texting started. But at this point, it's kind of hard to believe what he says anymore.
But, did he meet somebody that looked like me in person and then it wasn't really me? Is that what happened? Because I've never been to Mississippi.
Honestly, I honestly think that he made that up.
Oh, okay.
My opinion.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, yeah, that happened. And then about, I'd say a couple months ago, probably around February of this year, he cheated on his wife with supposedly you, and his wife found the messages on his phone with you and him, apparently.
With me or Steph?
With Sapphire. And,
oh my God.
Yeah. So there was that. And then recently, apparently the Sapphire girl stopped talking to him and then started talking to him again, but then mentioned Stephanie's name and says you should try to get with Stephanie. So they started talking for a few months, and apparently I'm kind of nervous. Never been on a podcast before.
Oh, no, it's okay. Don't be nervous.
So yeah, the fake scammer, basically, they started a joint account together, and he's just been putting money in there.
Oh my
throughout
God.
the months.
Do you know how much money?
Around $3,000.
Okay.
Around $3,000. Yeah.
No, that's still a lot of money and stuff. That's that's horrible. So he's putting in a fake account with the Sapphire girl or the Steph girl. Sorry, just to.
With the Stephanie girl.
Wow.
And
is the account under the Steph's name? Or
I honestly have no idea about that. All I know is that they were in a account together.
Wow.
And it's just been off and on with blocking and everything, and he's just not getting it through his head. And we showed him all the proof. I was like, okay, I'm going to go to her Instagram. I'm going to see if I can DM her. I couldn't because you had some setting or whatnot. So I saw the email on there. I saw your work email, and I saw another email. My girlfriend actually emailed your first one saying, I'm not really sure what she said. She was basically trying to get a hold of you to see if you were the person that her dad was talking to. You emailed back saying that you weren't the girl that he was talking to. So then I messaged and I gave you my number and everything. And
yeah, well, I mean, I think it's crazy, and I'm so sorry. Do you think that because I remember Steph saying something about like the FaceTime calls. Is the person just not showing their face on it?
Right. Okay. So with that, we believe that he's lying about that too, but I was kind of concerned too, because I mean, if scammers are using AI technology now, it's
that's next level. So that could be true or not be true. Dan, what do you think could be done to get him to believe that it's not really Steph? Anything?
Well, we've tried FaceTiming. We've just showed him all the proof. I honestly, unless he saw you in person and you literally said that you have nothing to do with any of this, then.
Yeah, no, I
was thinking the same thing. There's no way. But apparently he's supposed to be coming down next Monday to see you and
thank God
all this
I'm
other
going
crap
to be out of town.
So he thinks he's going to San Diego though, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so he's flying.
And
what's he gonna do if he gets there and obviously Steph's not gonna be there?
So what happened the first time he was supposed to go is you had a family accident or something happened in Mexico, and you had to go to Mexico that day. So he was going to come down that day, but then it got canceled because of the fake Stephanie. And I assume that that's what's going to happen this time.
Yeah.
And they're
going to cancel.
Place.
Damn, I'm so sorry to hear about this. I wish there was a way for us to get him to believe it.
we for sure will send you the link of this podcast.
Yeah.
And
so he knows
maybe that will help.
My girlfriend already been looking at your podcast.
Oh, yeah.
She started watching and everything. So.
Oh, well, thank you so much for talking with us. I am really sorry about what's going on. There's like, these catfishes are getting so good, and they're purposely going after like older people because they really don't understand like, you know, how it is, like how easy it is actually to catch a catfish. So I feel like it's confusing them, and it's like, you know, it's really sad.
Yeah.
But I believe in him to believe it one day.
I hope so.
I hope he does.
Please.
Yeah.
It's not me, sir.
Yeah. Steph, you want to say anything more? No, you're good.
I'm good. I just like, I really, really hope that he gets clarity, hopefully, from
he will.
This and wakes up and
really
doesn't get
really
scammed.
No, I know. He needs to stop putting money into that account. He has to stop.
Right.
Like, that's got to stop right now.
And he needs to stop buying
and apparently,
flights.
The other day, he got blocked by her. And then she unblocked him, sent the money back to earn trust again, I'm guessing. And then we were going on about it yesterday, me and him, and she apparently got spooked because I wanted to call the real Stephanie while he calls his Stephanie. Yeah. So that way they can talk to each other and see what's going on. So then...
Wait, so is it a female?
So yeah, is it a female, the voice on the phone?
Yes, so apparently he said that he is talking to you, your voice. And I've never heard it. My girlfriend's never heard it, but he said that he's heard it and his other daughter has heard it.
Well, you know what? To be honest, there is AI now that will mimic people's voices. So that actually is a lot easier to do.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Right. But the whole FaceTiming thing, I don't think that's the thing.
No. All right, Logan, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
It's just so crazy and it's so bizarre. And honestly, the reason that I laugh at it is because it's every day, all day long, where people are hitting me up. Like if I go through my Instagram DM, it's so much bullshit of, is this really you or is it blah, blah, blah. And it's just so ridiculous that I'm kind of just
I feel like you're probably so numb to it, especially because you like have millions of followers and like you are a public figure. I think for me, it really freaked me out because I am just a normal person with a normal job.
And we don't want people just showing up.
And I don't want anyone just showing up. Like, what a sad way that would be to go out. Like, I don't know.
Stop. That's not even what's going to happen.
I know, but like people are crazy that I'm afraid of that kind of thing.
Or
you know?
even if someone like comes up to you randomly at a restaurant and they're like, no, this is you. And they're showing things and you're like, that's not like that in itself is scary.
And like this catfish sounds like it's a girl. Like she should just be herself. Like, I don't, or who knows? Maybe it's like truly like catfish and like maybe she's like extremely overweight or maybe like something weird. But like,
I think it's a guy using AI voice.
Yeah. But the weird thing is like that she sent money back and then blocked him and then tried to like earn trust.
Well, they're using all the tactics.
They're using all the tactics. But like, yeah, my profile's private right now. I'm like trying so hard not to post.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's hard for me because like my story is like my blog where I just post the most nut shit, but close friends it is.
Yeah.
So.
All right, Heartbreakers, thank you so much for listening to one of my besties, Steph. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we'll have an update. I probably not because it's not
probably not. I hope not. I hope this will bring this
I hope he really doesn't leave his family.
I hope this brings him clarity and sets him free from the illusion.
Yeah.
Because it's not me. So
stay tuned, though. Stay tuned. Bye, guys.